CTV Morning Live on location.
Today, I'm at the Sutina Fire Station where just a few days ago, a big announcement was made from Kidde Canada, and a big contribution was made, a donation towards Sutina Fire Rescue as well as the Calgary Fire Department. I'm joined now by Nicholas with Kidde Canada, fire safety educator. Good morning.
Good morning. It's nice to be here with you.
Now let's talk about this donation because it was $86,000 worth of smoke alarms.
Right. It was a significant donation, and the reason we did it was because we saw some alarming statistics within the Indigenous community where they're much more likely to be involved in a house fire compared to non-Indigenous. So we wanted to see how we can best help alleviate that issue, and a contribution of smoke alarms is what we landed on, along with some fire safety education to give some preventative measures to people.
Because education and that awareness is so important. So let's talk a little bit about fire safety tips. We have in our hands here each a smoke alarm. Now this smoke alarm has a 10-year lifespan, and this is really important when you're buying smoke alarms.
Yeah, it really is important because it is a long-term investment. It has a 10-year sealed-in battery, so you want to make sure you're testing your alarm weekly, if not monthly, to make sure it's in good working order, and also cleaning around it as dust can settle into it.
Now let's talk about installation. Where should we be installing these smoke alarms?
Yes, you want to be installing them on every floor and inside every bedroom.
And as we have already mentioned, the lifespan, that's how often you should be replacing these.
Yeah, you want to check the date on the back of the alarm. Usually it's within 7 to 10 years from that date.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Nicholas.
Thank you.
Of course, if you're interested in learning more about fire safety and looking for some tips, you can find that all on the website causeforalarm.org/Canada.
CTV Morning Live on location.
I'm at the Sutina Fire Station today where just a couple of days ago, a big announcement was made from Kidde Canada. And I'm joined now by Nicholas, who's a fire safety educator with Kidde. Good morning, Nicholas.
Good morning. Thanks for being here with us.
Now, we earlier in the show talked about this announcement. It was a big donation on behalf of Kidde to both the Sutina Fire Rescue as well as Calgary Fire Department. But this is actually part of a greater national campaign.
That's exactly right. Through our Cause for Alarm initiative, which is a fire and carbon monoxide safety education program, we'll be donating over $400,000 worth of smoke alarms to 16 First Nation communities.
And that's because you guys had done some tests and studies and found that it's Indigenous populations that are most vulnerable to fires.
That's right. Indigenous communities are much more susceptible to be involved in a house fire fatality compared to non-Indigenous, and we also know that a working smoke alarm can double your chances of safely escaping a house fire, so we wanted to contribute in the way that we know best.
Now, also early in the show, we had some fire safety tips, but the smoke alarms in my hands right now by Kidde, you told me an interesting fact about this, which I absolutely love.
Yes, it's that they can reduce the amount of nuisance alarms. So whenever you're burning toast or you might overcook that chicken, your alarm won't ring and it'll still keep you safe.
I've definitely fallen victim to that. I didn't even burn anything. It was just smoky. It was just smoky, guys. Yeah. But it's nice to know that this is able to discern the different types of smoke.
Yes, exactly. And it also has a 10-year sealed-in battery, so you don't have to worry about changing the battery throughout that before that.
Thank you so much, Nicholas.
Thank you so much.
Now, of course, if you're interested in finding out more information, you can always visit Kidde Canada's website, kiddecanada.com.
CTV Morning Live on location.
This morning, I'm at the Sutina Fire Station, and I'm joined by Fire Chief Tyler Two Guns. Good morning.
Morning.
Now, earlier this week, there was a big announcement by Kidde Canada. They donated $86,000 worth of smoke alarms to both the Sutina Fire Rescue as well as Calgary Fire Department. What does this mean for the work that you guys carry out in the community?
Well, first off, we're pretty grateful for the donation. This is going to help huge with a lot of the houses that are lacking smoke alarms, and there's a few out there, not all of them, but a couple. So this is actually going to help us restore, fire safety to some of those homes.
That's incredible because along with this, there's also education and the insulation piece that you guys are helped by from Calgary Fire Department. So this collaboration between the two fire services has been ongoing for many years, but this announcement also coincides with the renewal of a mutual aid agreement between the two fire services.
Yeah, so the mutual aid agreement was just renewed approximately about a month or so ago, and it spans for another 5 years. Okay, and yes, this is coincidental that the timing is awesome for that. So yeah, the mutual aid working with Calgary, along with adopting some of their educational pieces to pass on to our community, as we are close tied together, for response and
It's great to see that collaboration because, of course, you need as much help as you can get, and the community is always there to support. Thank you so much, Fire Chief Tyler Tugan.
Thank you. See you guys.
Now, of course, if you're looking for more information, fire safety tips too, you can always visit the website causeforalarm.org/Canada.
CTV Morning Live, on location.
This morning, I'm at the Sutina Fire Station, and I'm joined by the Calgary Fire Department's Assistant Deputy Chief, Thomas Jukes. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Now, there was an exciting announcement a couple of days ago here where Kidde was making a huge contribution to the two fire services, $86,000 worth.
Yes, so Kidde has been able to donate 1,500 smoke alarms that'll be split between Sutina Nation and Calgary Fire, and really opens up an avenue for us to get smoke alarms in the houses of people both in Sutina and Calgary that require them. But it's much more than just that donation of smoke alarms. It's a great collaboration and opportunity for Sutina Fire and Calgary Fire to partner above what we currently do and expand into community safety.
I would imagine the two fire services rely heavily on one another. In fact, you used to be the deputy chief here at the Sutina Fire Rescue. So tell us a little bit more about how you guys plan on sharing those resources.
Yeah, so Calgary Fire Department and Sutina Nation have a mutual aid agreement where we'll respond and assist each other at large-scale emergencies when the other departments are requiring assistance. This allows us an opportunity to expand that relationship and start looking at other areas where we can support each other through community safety efforts, by sharing programs and knowledge, which ultimately increase safety for both Calgarians and people living at Sutina Nation.
Really looking forward to this collaboration. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course, if you're interested in learning more about fire safety, you can always visit the website causeforalarm.org/Canada.